You're watching so intently. This is how you make ballistics gel. Like the same thing you go bang bang into. I'll edit that out. Hello, welcome back to another video. This week we are going to start working on a new series, and that is going to be Haunted Mansion. So I want to talk about Constance Hatchaway this week. She's the bride that is in the attic scene of the Haunted Mansion. If you haven't seen it, YouTube has plenty of like ride-throughs. And she is the main villain of the ride. It's really popular costume this year, and I see a lot of people going back and forth and talking on different Haunted Mansion vlogs about getting Constance costumes. And with the 50th anniversary this year, it's one of those costumes that I think is going to be really, really big, and it's also really easy. All you have to do is go to your local thrift store, find an 80s Does Victorian wedding dress, which were so popular back then, and just antique it, which is exactly what I did. I used a combination of grays and taupes and browns and tea stains to make it look old and weathered, and then I took Tulips brand glow-in-the-dark fabric paint and just went all at it. So that way when I'm under black light it glows, which is really cool and will echo the way that the dress glows in the Haunted Mansion. And then to set it apart from any other like ghost bride or zombie bride, I made a beating heart for mine. And so if you want to learn how to make my glowing beating heart, meet me in the kitchen.
Let's get started, shall we? To start off, you're going to need unflavored gelatin, glycerin, red food coloring, stir sticks, a heart-shaped jello mold, and battery-operated red blinking lights. And don't forget the batteries, because they're never included. I used 12 of the individual little packets of gelatin to get a half a cup. I warn you, this stuff can be kinda stinky. That's my actual reaction. And you're going to want to stir this thoroughly until there are no clumps left. And once it starts to look like applesauce, or should I say applesauce, you know you've got the right consistency. Now we're going to put it in the microwave and set it for 12 seconds.
12 seconds later.
And give it a stir. Don't forget to wear oven mitts because your Pyrex can get hot in the microwave. It's not quite melted enough. It's still kind of bloopy. We want it to actually be much thinner than this, so we're going to continue microwaving it in 12-second intervals until it's thin.
Eventually.
It took me 4 rounds through the microwave at 12-second intervals. And this is what we want it to look like. It's about the consistency of glue. And then we add our food coloring until we get to our desired color. You can always add more. I found I used about a half a tube of food coloring in order to get this color, or to get the color that I wanted. And even then, I probably could have gone darker. Okay, and I rested my heart-shaped jello mold inside another Pyrex to stabilize it since it does not have a flat bottom. And now this particular jello mold I got from the Halloween baking aisle at Walmart, and I think it was like $2.88, something really silly like that. And at this point, I'm also adding my lights. They will sink a little bit, but they need a little bit of help, so I just push them down with my fingers, and then it's a little too hot, so I push them down with popsicle sticks. And now we put it in the refrigerator. And we wait.
2 hours later.
Let's put the batteries in, and she works. Yay! Getting the heart out of the jello mold is a little time consuming and takes some gentle effort. I slowly and gently worked the heart away from the edges of the mold, and as it came up to room temperature, it started to slide out a little bit easier. See you in the reveal.
Do us part. Here comes the vibe. As long as we both shall live. For better or for worse. I did. In sickness